Welcome to Reversed.
We know that at least 88% of people have metabolic disease. That means that the majority of people are sick. So we need to pause and reflect and do something that leads us to health. And we went through emotional things, the real motivators of human behavior and how to change them, as well as community, which I believe and science has shown that is the most powerful tool in terms of a long-term change. So yeah, I'm really happy for what we achieved during this week and so excited to see the results and how they can maintain this new lifestyle.
Well, I am so excited to be able to talk to you guys tonight about my favorite topic other than carnivore, and that is intermittent fasting. So my name is Emily Harbeau. I'm 51 years old, and I have lost 150 pounds from combining the carnivore diet with intermittent fasting. I had heard about this concept that people get in the carnivore life where they get what's called food freedom and where the cravings are gone, that they're so nourished, they're feeling so good that food no longer controls their thoughts. I had a lot of experience with that through fasting. Fasting can do that for people as well, but when your fast is over, you need to eat so well to be able to be nourished, and so you need to eat really well to start the fast and to end the fast. So for me, it was like the perfect combination of this food that gave me the food freedom and so simple. Oh my goodness. This was the way of life, and this was the eating pattern that got me to optimal health and ideal health and got me away from a life of obesity, exhaustion, depression, anxiety. So it is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm so excited to answer your questions about intermittent fasting.
So do any of you practice intermittent fasting or have tried any type of fasts?
Yes,
Yeah, what type?
I've done. I started with 12-12, 16-8, like fasting 16 hours, then 8. Then I came into philosophy, and in philosophy I learned more about switching the pattern like every 2 weeks. But I like it a lot. It was my first stage into this process in 2017 when a friend told me about it, and I started like looking for audiobooks and things, and then I've been ever since putting more things into my way of living.
What type of benefits, results have you seen?
Well, my period was one of the first things. It
came
became
back,
like a good
regulated.
cycle and no pain. Like for years I had pain. Well, I was on pills at some point, then I had a lot of pain, and I will even get like fever like when I had my period. And then I started intermittent fasting, and everything went away.
So that's the thing, polycystic ovarian syndrome is one of the leading causes of infertility in women, and quite a lot of people don't realize exactly how this comes about. Well, one of a major cause of polycystic ovarian syndrome is actually hyperinsulinemia. So the insulin levels are just chronically high, they're just constantly high, and that can do a lot of things in your body. It disrupts your metabolism and sort of switches you from a fat burning metabolism to a fat storage metabolism. But one of the most important things that it does, especially in a woman's body, is it blocks a conversion of testosterone into estrogen. So women don't actually make estrogen directly. It starts from cholesterol. There's about 27 intermediary steps, and the last one right before estrogen is testosterone. So you actually make testosterone first, and then that's converted into estrogen in the ovaries. But high insulin blocks that. And so just by going into a ketogenic diet or intermittent fasting, you're going to reduce that.
I think for a lot of carnivores, when they start carnivore, they start healing. Hormones are balanced, cycle comes back. For me, I lost my period for 2 years, and then it came back after I went carnivore. I ate multiple meals throughout the day when I first started because I was pretty hungry. I initially gained a lot of weight, but 6 months of consistent carnivore eating, I started to feel less and less hungry. And I see a lot of carnivores kind of naturally just start intermittent fasting after a couple months of consistent meaty meals, animal fats. After 6 months for me, I started just eating 2 meals a day. I feel starving all the time, yet I'm bloated 24/7. My skin is getting worse. What is going on? And so I really relate to those sentiments. I went through that because of the vegan diet. And after watching those ex-vegans turned carnivores, that inspired me so much. And I was so desperate to heal and get results and turn my health around that I was like, let's do this.
So I've experienced a lot of extended fast. That's kind of been my jam. So I like to do every other day, alternate day fasting, 48-hour fast. And what I noticed with carnivore, especially once I went to high-fat carnivore, that my fast got so doable and easy. It was not a struggle. It was a neutral state. It was a state of just eating enough at this one period of time. Took some intention, but it's not starving. It's not, I can't handle this. It's not what we call white knuckling. It's, yeah, exactly. Because once you're getting to those white knuckling and you're, nauseous or shaky, that's time to end your fast. So fasting is a muscle, and it's a training, and it's an adaptation. So what I have found is it's best to start slowly if that's something that you want to incorporate into your life, to start with like a 2-MAD, move to an OMAD. These are 2 meals a day, 1 meal a day. And then pretty soon, if this is something that you guys want to try for your healing, you can start doing alternate days and skipping days. If you have the correct nutrition and your feasting is on point, then the fasting is a whole nother world, and you can tap into so many benefits. One of the benefits is the human growth hormone. And so that's a hormone that comes up that is beneficial. So this is a phenomenal process because it's like taking out the trash from your cells.
I learned a lot about fasting from Emily because she's one of the pro fasters and the most passionate fasters I've ever met. And so whenever I talk to her about carnivore, she often brings in this extra tool of fasting. So there was a phase where I tried fasts longer than 24 hours, and I did up to 48-hour fasts. And the results and benefits that I got were incredible. My favorite one was the mental clarity and the boost in mood. So I wanted to bring that up. If you guys are interested in that benefit, you can really use it situationally. So if you're traveling, do a fast, feel amazing, have good immune system. If you are about to have an event, so like sometimes if I'm going to perform, I'm going to be on stage, I want to be at my sharpest and feel like I'm on a limitless pill. And that's literally what I feel like. I'm like pumped up and extremely focused. So that's another great way to incorporate a little bit of fasting. So I see fasting as like an extra tool to carnivore, which is lifestyle.
Awesome.
Wrap up?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. You can just reach out to us anytime throughout the next few days if you have any more questions about fasting. We just hope that you're inspired to maybe incorporate later.